Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry, I'm late, everybody. I was downstairs talking to my husband, fixing coffee, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're running late. Good morning. Hi, Angie. Good morning. Welcome. How are you all doing? If you're here, say hello. My name is Lakisha. I am your Destiny Cheer Captain. I am a certified life coach, and I missed y'all last week. Yes, I was out of town, y'all. I was out of town. But I miss y'all so much. I'm so happy to be back with my success tribe, my success community. Y'all, I'm feeling good today. Happy Self-Love Saturday. How are you all doing? Make sure you let me know in the chat how you're doing. Today, we are talking about reinventing ourselves. Is it time? Is it time to reinvent yourself? Well, we're going to see. And then after that, we're also going to talk about not only reinventing yourself, but like how to do it. Like not only if it's time to reinvent yourself, but definitely how to do it. Good morning, Theodore Linda. Thank you for joining. Welcome. I am slightly hungry. So that's why I'm like gulping down this coffee because I'm like, I need to feel about stopping up. So I won't feel hungry and then I want to get something to eat after this. Good morning, Candace. Good morning, Marva. My tribe is here. Yes. How are you all doing today? I hope you are doing well and I hope you are blessed. Let me know in the chat how you doing. Before we get started, remember, I just want to bring to your memory, because I haven't been on here in a week, that I have a notes journal for you to capture all the wonderful nuggets for Success My Way Academy. Some people have already bought this. They like it. It's hardback. It's on Amazon, and you see my fingers been on it because I'm actually almost finished with this journal. I use it so much. Uh, so I have this journal. I also have my book over here. Try Success Who Won't Bite. Yes, I am a best-selling author. You can also grab that on Amazon as well. And that book is the book that actually spawned this YouTube channel, because my book is called Try Success Won't Bite. This is Success My Way. I also have Success My Way Academy. You see how it worked? It just goes on and on. So I do have a couple of announcements before I get started with how we're going to reinvent ourselves in 2023. I am so excited, y'all. Next week, I am hosting a food and mood meal planning workshop. It's a food and mood meal planning workshop. So I'm going to talk to you about how food and mooders are connected. We're going to talk about meal planning. I'm going to give you some pointers. I'm going to show you what I do. And then I'm going to cook something in front of you. So if you want to join that, it's only $10. It's only $10. Go to my website, successmywaycoaching.com. I'm just going to type it in. mywaycoaching.com. That's all you have to do. Go to successmywaycoaching.com and you will be able to sign up. We have a thriving community that's already signed up. I think I have about 15 people signed up already. So really excited. So come on, y'all. My goal is 30. My goal is to get about 30 people on. So sign up for the Food and Mood Meal Planning Workshop. Go to my website to find out more information about that. And also, this is also kind of a sad week because I only have one more week with my ladies in Success My Way Academy. Shout out to cohort 8 Success My Way Academy. We had a good time. It's almost over. So I am starting Success My Way Academy again. So I do Success My Way Academy in the winter, in the spring, and in the fall. I do not do it over the summer. However, I will be doing workshops over the summer. Okay. So this is my cadence. So if you say, you know what, Lakisha, I can't do Success My Way Academy in the spring, I'm going to have to wait till the fall. That's totally fine. But we're starting again April 8th with Success My Way Academy. So write that down in your notes journal. Write that down in your notes journal. Success My Way Academy is my 6-week mastermind course. It is a course built to ground you and shift you in the direction you're supposed to go in your life. So in Success My Way Academy, we talk about money, we talk about organizing, we talk about procrastination, and you also get some one-on-one life coaching from me. So all of that together is a great formula for changing your life. So shout out to everyone who is about to graduate from this cohort, and shout out to you if you plan on joining the next cohort. So if you plan on joining Success My Way Academy, you can also go to successmywaycoaching.com, or you can just click on the link below in the description. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Candace. Theodore Linda says, I'm signed up for the food and mood meal planning. Yay! Thanks, Theodore Linda. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. And I'm doing freebies. I'm giving away some freebies, some free. I always give away free digital things when I do these like $10 workshops. Please invite other people to the food and mood meal planning, because I'm doing this also to introduce new people to me. Some people don't know I exist, and they're usually your family and your friends. Okay. So tell your family and friends about the meal planning workshop. It's next Thursday, the 23rd, February 23rd at 7 p.m. So yes, you got to rush home after work so you can hop on with me. Hi, Joan. Good morning. All right, my tribe is here. Let's get started, y'all. All right, so we're talking about, is it time? How do you know it is time to reinvent yourself? You like, Lakisha, what you talking about? So how can I say this? So as people, sometimes we can get bored with ourselves. I know I get bored with myself all the time. Or you might be at a crossroads in your life when you're like, you know what? It's time for me to make a change. I'm tired of doing the same thing. I'm tired of getting the same results. I'm looking to do something new in my life. Okay. So sometimes we get like that. And that's called reinventing yourself. Maybe you're yearning to reinvent yourself. So I'm going to give you like sort of like a formula to do that. There's a lot of different reasons why people do this, but I'm just going to give you a couple. Okay. So, and then after I give you this, I want to give you a lot. I'm going to give you like how many? I got like 11 ways you can reinvent yourself. So Theodore Linda, the 11 ways you can reinvent yourself. Can I talk? The 11 ways you can reinvent yourself. If you can put those things in the chat, but I'm not going to do those things yet. What I'm talking about now is, how do you know? Thank you. Thank you. I know I can get this right. How do you know when it's time? That's what I want to talk to y'all about. Because you're like, I want to reinvent myself, but how do we know it's time? Like, you might be like, oh, I don't need to reinvent myself because I invented myself. I have this quote that says, first you invent yourself, then you reinvent yourself, right? So some people have invented themselves and they're happy. But other people says, I saw another quote that said, reinvent yourself, repeat. Like, I'm part of that school of thought. I think it's fun to sometimes reinvent yourself, especially if you're moving into another atmosphere of your life, if you're moving into another part of your life, or if you want to change it and it's boring and it's the same. Like, I'm all for reinvention. I reinvented my life becoming a life coach. I decided that I just not only wanted to be known as a teacher and a principal of a school, I wanted to change people's lives. And so I became a life coach. That was a point in my life where I decided to reinvent myself. So how did I know it was time? How do you know it's time? Let's get into it. All right, here we go. So the first thing I want to say is, do you find yourself daydreaming? Do you find yourself daydreaming about a better life? Daydreaming of what it would be like to not have to work so hard, or daydreaming what it would be like to travel the world? These are all signs that it's time for you to reinvent yourself. And I'm sorry, y'all. I have a new iPad, right? I got this iPad. It's connected to my phone. And every time something happens on my phone, this thing dings. And I swear for God, it's annoying as heck. So I'm just cutting it off. I apologize. Y'all probably can't hear it, but I can hear it. Ugh, it's driving me nuts. All right, back to daydreaming. So, I mean, at one point in my life, I did daydream. I did daydream. I daydreamed of just having fun and not having like all the pressures. As a Black woman, it's a lot of pressure on us, y'all. Did y'all know that 80% of Black households are run by Black women? 80% of Black households are run by Black women. Y'all, we got a lot of stress on us. Okay. Did y'all know that Black women is the main people in the workforce? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know Black people are the main people in the workforce? I think it's like 55% of white women are in the workforce, but 59% of Black women are in the workforce. So we have a lot on us. And so we daydream. We do. We dream we ain't got to go to that crazy job. Yes, we do. Can I get an amen? So I know it's hard on Black women in general, and we do daydream. So if you find yourself daydreaming, just wanting to take yourself out of this life and dream about another one, it's time to reinvent yourself, baby. Yeah, we're gonna have fun this morning. I picked this topic because I thought it was fun. Then don't let it. That's right. Amen. Come on, y'all talk to me now. Talk to me. Joan said yes. Amen. Okay. um, the second thing, y'all, is if you are irritable a lot and lethargic a lot. That's right, Shaquella. Shaquella say amen. If you're irritable a lot and lethargic a lot, it might be time to reinvent your life, y'all, because irritability comes from anger. It's a derivative of anger. So if you're constantly irritable, that means you're constantly angry. I'm sorry, my hands are dry. If you're constantly irritable, that means you're constantly angry. And it's time to reinvent yourself because nobody wants to live a life where they're just constantly angry, y'all. Nobody wants to live that. So you have to look at, is it time to reinvent myself? Because I'm just irritable about everything. And then it says, if you have lethargy, if you're lethargic, that means you feel lazy, you feel tired, you feel worn out. It's time to reinvent yourself because that's not how God made us. I mean, we're not made to be just like loathing around and exhausted and lazy and tired and just like, woe is me. We're not made to do that. And that is a clear sign that it's time to reinvent yourself. It's time to do something different. Okay. So I hope this is resonating with you. Another thing, another way you know it is time to reinvent yourself, and I'm looking at my notes, um, is that you're just plain dissatisfied with your life. You're just satisfied. You don't like your job. You don't like where you live. You don't like how things operate. You don't like the people in your life. Come on, I'm just keeping it real. You don't like the people in your life. You're just overall dissatisfied. It's time to reinvent yourself. Okay. Marva said God knew when he made woman. Yes, yes. That was me a few months ago. Oh wow. Hey, tell the truth and shame the devil, right? Like we all get like that at some point. We're like, hold up, hold up, hold up. Something is wrong with me. That happened to me a couple times in my life where I was like, I'm not well. I'm not well. I'm not well. Is that you? Are you somebody that you know you're just not well right now? I want to encourage you. I do want to encourage you because life is hard. I know how it can get. Um, and so hopefully this information will help you about reinventing yourself because that's important. You're so valuable and you're so special and you have so much to give to others and you have so much to give to this world. So for you not to feel valued, for you not to just be totally dissatisfied with your life, it's actually it's a shame because now people are not going to be able to encounter you. You're so special that other people need to encounter you. So I want to encourage you, if you're very highly dissatisfied with your life, just know that you got to get back on track because you have gifts and talents that God gave you that need to be shared. Okay. I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you're the person, I'm talking to you. Okay. The next thing that shows you that you need to reinvent yourself is just plain you're seeking inspiration. How many of you all are seeking information? You're trying to find information. You're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're reading all kinds of books, you're taking all kinds of classes. You're seeking inspiration to do something different. That's how you know it might be time to reinvent yourself. Because usually when you do something different or you take a class, it gives you information to change something. Okay. Usually when you um, go out and you know, go out and attend a event that you never attended before, you're seeking information to change something. So you're seeking inspiration. So if you're seeking inspiration, that's probably a sign that you need to reinvent yourself. Okay. And I think that's it. That's all I have about how do you know it's time, right? So I want to just encourage you. So now I'm going to move into like ways, the how. So Theodore Linda, now you can write the how. Look, I love your emojis, Jaquela. Um, now we can talk about the how, right? And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you some things, but don't think you have to do everything at one time. Y'all, small wins. The what they say, the slow, steady wins the race. What's that saying, y'all? Y'all know what the saying is. I want you to win the race. Slow and steady is it slow and steady wins the race? I don't know. But I want y'all to win the race. Okay? So just take it slow. Grab onto something. When I tell you how to reinvent yourself, because I'm about to show you right now, grab onto something and use that to reinvent yourself. And guess what? You decide when you reinvent yourself. You decide if you don't reinvent yourself. Yeah, it's all up to you. You are in total control. Oh, thank you. Thank you, y'all. Y'all know Lakisha be messing up. I can mess up a good quote. I tell you, I can mess up a real good quote. I can mess it up, baby. Just give me the quote. I can show you how I can mess it up. Yeah, I'm just playing. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Theodore Linda, come on. We're ready. All right. So the first way to reinvent yourself, and so now I want you to take out your pen and paper and start writing these down. It's 11 of them. Okay. The first way, and then after I do these 11, I do have a bonus from a TED talk. I have some bonuses from a TED talk that I listened to, and it's about life patterns. So even after I do these 11, don't go nowhere. Stay right here, because I'm gonna tell you what this man said about life patterns. It's powerful. But the first thing is focus on the goal. Focus on the goal. I would encourage you to, if you're serious about reinventing yourself, create a reinvention journal. Create a journal because you want to capture all of your ideas, all the things you want to change, all the things that you're feeling. And as a life coach, I am a big fan of journaling. I am a big fan of journaling. I think journaling is very healthy and therapeutic. Journaling also helps you plan and prepare for the next stage of your life. So, yes, get a reinvention journal, create a reinvention journal, and focus on the goal. Now, if you have a hard time with goals, no sweat. I did goal setting a couple of videos back. So go to my website. Go to my YouTube channel. This one, Success My Way with Lakisha, and go to my playlist. You will see a whole bunch on goal setting. But also, I just want to tell you what I've been telling some people who are in my academy and who are in my once a month groups. You have to say this to yourself. Say this to yourself. You can repeat after me right now if you want. I already have all that I need. I'm going to say that again. You have to say to yourself, I already have all that I need. So as you're reinventing yourself, you got to be grateful. You got to be grateful for all the things that you have. Even if you're on that toxic job, let's be grateful for income. We may not be grateful for the job, but we're grateful for the check. Come on, y'all. Y'all better talk to a sister. Come on. All right. So focus on the goal. Number 2, the second way that you can reinvent yourself is to change your diet. That's why you need to attend my course. Attend my course. I am having a food and mood meal planning workshop next week. It's $10. It's going to be fire. I'm going to be cooking in front of y'all. We're going to talk about how food and mood are related. We're going to share ideas on how to meal plan and get our lives together, y'all. Changing your diet helps you reinvent yourself. You want to feel more energetic? Eat more vegetables. Really. I mean, telling you, this is a food and mood exchange. Okay. To feel better, I need to make a concerted effort to eat more vegetables because I get more vitamins, more antioxidants, and that I can feel more energetic. Okay. So change your diet. That's number 2. That's the second way that you can reinvent yourself. And I can help you do that. If you come to the Food and Mood Meal Planning Workshop, all you got to do is go to successmywaycoaching.com and sign up. It's $10. You're going to get free stuff. I'm going to cook in front of you. We're going to talk about meal planning and mood. Look all that you get for $10. Shameless plug. I'm just saying. All right. Number 3. Number 3 is clear out spaces around you. Clear out spaces around you. Y'all, I was in this room last night just to cleaning up because before I just came back from California. And before I went to California for 8 days, I was gone for 8 days. I'm so glad to be back, y'all. It was fun, but I'm glad to be back. My room looked cray-cray. And I could not think in here. Matter of fact, I was taking my computer in my room. See, this is what happens when you have dirty spaces. You don't want to be in them. So I got in here last night and I cleaned up and I straightened up and I got all my Go Wild stuff out. I got my Go Wild stuff out, y'all. Y'all, tomorrow I'm coming on live talking about Go Wild tomorrow on my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan. So if you are not part of my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan, y'all go ahead and click on over there because tomorrow I'm coming on live. And if you're going to Go Wild, and especially if you've never been to Go Wild before and you're going, you might want to see this video because I have fun on that. That other channel is my fun. This is my serious channel. That other channel is my fun channel. So do that. But clear out your space because that allows your brain, that open up your brain to focus more on how you want to reinvent yourself or reinvent the whole freaking space. Come on, let's talk about just reinvent the space. Like just clear. Some of y'all are ready to do this. If you are ready to do this, Lakisha is telling you to do this right now. I want you to find a space in your house that you used to love, but you don't love it anymore because it's cluttered, it's dirty. I want you to get a trash bag and I want you to clear out that whole entire space, move the furniture out, leave nothing in that space but walls and floor. Leave nothing in the space but your walls and your floor. Take all your furniture out, take all the stuff out, and then go on Pinterest and look at some spaces that inspire you. Let me tell y'all something. You can reinvent a space without buying a thing. Did y'all know that? You can reinvent a space without purchasing a thing. So you go on Pinterest, you look, you see something new you want to do, and then you start putting furniture back. But not just that furniture. Go around the rest of your house and see from other rooms. Take furniture from other rooms and see how they work now in your new space. Just rearrange your home. Sometimes we had the same couch in the same spot for like 20 years. Who got that? Who got that couch that was in that corner since your child was in your stomach? Who got that couch? I know one of y'all got that couch that's been right there for years, and your child is now out the house. But the couch has been right there since the child was in your stomach. Move that couch. Change up, reinvent something. Reinvent means make new, baby. Make that space new. It's so important to your psyche. I'm gonna give you one more example on this, and I'm gonna move on. When I first moved into this house, the kitchen was orange. I'm talking about, I wish I could find some. Okay, here's something to color the kitchen. But when I first moved in here, the other owner had the kitchen this color, y'all. The kitchen was this color. Now, some people think that color is pretty, not me. Just, I didn't think this color was pretty. That orange. So when I first moved into this house, I did not like this house. I was like, I don't like this house. I want to go back to my old house. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I was feeling so depressed in this house, y'all. And I didn't know why. I just thought, because I thought just because I was mourning, because my other house was more modern and all this stuff. Harvey got the orange. Yes, I don't like that orange. An orange kitchen. I know that inspired me. Some people like the orange, not me, but I didn't. Okay, so at the time when my kitchen was orange, I didn't know I didn't like the orange. I just knew I didn't like this house. I didn't feel like it was my house. I was like, ew, So one day I was sitting on a couch, and from my couch, you can see my kitchen. It's like open floor plan. I was sitting on my couch, and I was like, this place sucks. I don't like this house. And I looked over at the kitchen. Y'all, Sadia. When I looked at that kitchen, I was like, I heard the Jason music. I was like, it's the orange. So ask my husband. I turned on an old school 70s playlist. I was listening to what's going on. I got me some white paint, and Lakisha repainted the entire kitchen myself. I painted it white, y'all. When I painted that kitchen white, woo, I felt so good. I felt so good. And then after that, I said, my appliances are black. I want stainless steel. So I got stainless steel appliances. Then I was like, my counters are green. I don't have no money to change these counters, but these counters got to go. I put on my vision board, change my counters. Now my counters are black and white marble. Come on, y'all. Woo! My kitchen, now my kitchen look like Lakisha now. So y'all see, if you come to the Food and Mood Workshop, y'all see my kitchen. I redid the backsplash. The backsplash used to be plain white. Now it has some like silver in it. I did some work in my kitchen. I changed my floor. I did some work in my kitchen. The last thing I really want to change, y'all, though, is my cabinets. My cabinets are really nice. They're like this wood. It's really nice, heavy wood, but I desire for them to be white. I desire to have white cabinets. So Lakisha gonna get her white cabinets. I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I'm telling you, Lakisha gonna get it because that's how I roll. Whatever I say, I know it's gonna come to pass. I don't try to figure out how. I just know it's coming. So I'm gonna have white cabinets, but right now I don't dislike the brown, but I think I would like them even more if they were white. All right, I got off on a tangent. I apologize, y'all. I get excited about that stuff. So that's how I reinvented myself. I reinvented my kitchen and reinvented myself. Now I like my house. And the secret to liking my house, I didn't even know, was reinventing my kitchen. I didn't do too much to the rest of the house. It was the kitchen that was making me depressed. I didn't even know. All right, y'all, moving to the next one. Sorry. What's this? Not only clear out your spaces, but clear out emotional clutter. Clear out emotional clutter, y'all. That's the next one. That's number 4. Number 4 is clear out emotional clutter. So if you have baggage, bag lady, you gonna merit your bag, dragging all the bags like that. That's what I'm talking about. If you're a bag lady and you are dragging baggage from your childhood, you're dragging baggage from previous relationships, you're dragging baggage from grief. Okay, all of these things create emotional baggage, y'all. Childhood trauma, relationships that went horribly wrong, um, just overall feeling like you don't belong in this world. You know, not necessarily suicidal, but feeling like nobody understands you, like you're all alone. This is baggage. So you got to clear out that emotional baggage. You got to do your work, get some counseling, get some therapy, get a life coach like me. Get some counseling, therapy, or a life coach and clear out that emotional clutter. Because guess what? The worst thing you can do, and I try to tell young people this because they do this often. The worst thing you can do is make a decision while you're emotional. Young people, I notice young people make a lot of decisions when they're emotional. And then when it doesn't go right, they blame other people. With you didn't make the right decision because you were too emotional. Now you want to blame somebody else, but you shouldn't have made that decision because you made it emotionally. I'm just saying. So you don't want to make the wrong decision. Even in reinventing yourself, you don't want to emotionally reinvent yourself because then you're going to do it the wrong way. Okay. So clear out the emotional clutter. Make sure you're not making decisions out of emotion, but you're making sound decisions with a sound mind. Okay. And a sound mind is a mind of clarity and a mind of peace. You need to make decisions with a mind of clarity and a mind of peace. So if I want to reinvent myself, I want to reinvent myself with a peaceful mind, peaceful emotions. So you got to clear out that emotional clutter. Um, Back in 2014, I decided to go to a counselor for the first time in my life. I was having some issues emotionally. And I decided to go to a counselor. Y'all, it changed my life. It changed my life. It set me on a new course. I have never, since I've had that counselor in 2014, I have never been like I was before then emotionally. And only I know this because when you talk to other people that know me, they say Lakisha was always like a success person. Lakisha, everything Lakisha put her hands on, it comes to pass. Always. But I know that my internal emotional state was broken. I know this. Nobody else really knows this. And people can put on somebody who smiles in your face today can commit suicide tomorrow. So please, y'all cannot judge a book by its cover. You cannot say, oh, you know, that person's always nice. That person's always happy. Don't put these always on people. That's not true. People are complex. So I'm just saying, and you're complex. So make sure you are clearing your emotional clutter. Number 5, change your routine. Change your routine. Okay. So I'm an ex cheerleader. I used to cheer in high school. So when I think of routine, I think of a cheerleading routine. That's why I call myself your destiny cheer captain. Okay. I know how to cheer you on. So, you know, cheerleading routine. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Well, after doing that cheer over and over again, you want to change it. You want to change it. Instead of saying, oh, Mickey, you so fine, I can say, oh, Keisha, you so fine, you put my mind. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. I need to shake up my routine. What do I do all the time, every single day? Just tweak one thing. Like I changed that whole meaning of that cheer by changing Mickey's name to my name. Change one thing. I'm going to challenge all y'all to reinvent yourself. Change one thing in your routine. What do you always do? And then switch one thing up. I promise you, it will change the whole culture and atmosphere of what you're doing. Change one thing. I'm telling you. So, for example, let me give you a real example and not a cheer. Let's see. I'm just having a good time. Let's see. Okay, so if every day When I come home from work, I plop down on the couch and I start scrolling through TikTok. Okay, this is good. This is a good example. Okay, if every day I come home from work and I plop down on the couch and I scroll on TikTok. Every day I come home from work, I plop on the couch, I scroll on TikTok, and then I do whatever. I can change that, right? I can say, you know what? Today I'm not going to plop on the couch and scroll on TikTok. Today I'm going to go for a walk outside. Change that one thing. It will reinvent your life. Change the plopping on the couch and scrolling on TikTok to going for a walk in nature, because nature is healing. Y'all, going for a walk is extremely powerful. The breeze on your skin, the way the ground feels, especially if you're walking in grass or gravel or something like that, is changing. A lot of us work in buildings, so our bodies don't experience the sun. The sun gives you vitamin D. So just going for a walk instead of plopping down on the couch. As soon as you know what, don't even go in the house. I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you need to change what you do right when you get home, this is what I want you to do. Instead, when you get home and pull up in your driveway, don't go in the house. Immediately start walking outside. Just walk around in a circle or walk in a straight line, whatever it looks like outside. Just walk and then go in your house. Check the mail and then go in your house. Do that every day for a week and see how different you feel. That's an example of changing one thing, and it changed the whole meaning of your life. It helps you reinvent. So change your routine. Shaquela said, I'm a cheer coach. So I love it. Yes, that's right, Shaquela. Oh, Keisha, you so fine. You so fine. You blah, blah, blah. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. All right, the next one is number 6, y'all. Do what's uncomfortable. Number 6 is to reinvent yourself. You have to be able to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Thank you, Marva. Everybody, please hit that like button. Let YouTube know this is a video worth watching. Y'all, I cannot tell you that some people are scared to be uncomfortable. But y'all, on the other side of uncomfortableness is bliss. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I just want to say, do what's uncomfortable sometimes. You don't have to do it all the time, but sometimes shake it up. Like I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you when you say, you know what? I did that. I knew I was going to be uncomfortable, but I did it anyway. I'm proud of you. When I hear people say that, you know what? I wasn't going to do that, but I decided that I needed to change, so I did it anyway. Very good. Very good. Just be comfortable with getting uncomfortable. Um, I I struggle with this. I'm just going to keep it real. I don't like being uncomfortable. I like being very comfortable. But I do know that growth is associated with uncomfortableness. So if I do the uncomfortable, I'm going to grow. So I do know this. So when I put myself in a position to grow, I reinvent myself. So think about something that you know you need to do, but it's going to make you uncomfortable. But know that uncomfortable equals growth. Okay, write that in your notes. Uncomfortable equals growth. And nobody grows from comfort. You ever meet somebody that's an old miser? They do the same thing in the same way every day. It's probably one of your parents or somebody. They're not growing. They're doing the same thing in the same way every day. So you want to get uncomfortable. Shake it up a little bit. Shake it up and see what happens. That's part of reinventing yourself. Number 7. Number 7 is get up and move, okay? Move your body. Hey, 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 hey. Movement is very powerful. Movement is a sign of life. Movement is a sign of life. So you want to make sure that when you move, it is a sign. You are inviting life into your life when you move. Look at me, I'm moving. When I move, I invite life. Okay. I'm shaking up this atmosphere with my body. Okay. Shake up the atmosphere with your body. Move. Get into the groove and shimmy. Do something. Of course, we always say exercise, but I like to tell people, before you exercise, you just have to be comfortable with just moving your body, just move. A lot of what I notice about myself is when I sit on the computer for a long time, my body starts aching. But when I'm up all day moving, I'm cleaning, I'm washing, my body doesn't ache. So I noticed that about myself. I said, oh my God. I said, I've been sitting all day and this shoulder is killing me. Why do you think my body aches when I'm still and it feels good when I move? It's because our bodies were made to move. We are in such a progressive society that we don't need to move. First of all, that's a privilege. Let's talk about it. It's a privilege not needing to move. We spoiled. We spoiled. We're in a privileged society. We don't have to move if we don't want to. That's privilege. If I was on a farm, I would have to move for most of the day. If I was on the farm, I would have to move for most of the day. Okay. So you want to move your body, stretch. Stretching is good. Just stretching, doing this little thing right here. Oh, this feels good right now. Look, I'm doing a chair exercise. You can do chair yoga. Did y'all know that is chair yoga? Is chair stretching. They have exercising for people who sit in chairs all day. So if you have a job when you sit all day in a chair, go on YouTube and type in chair exercise or chair stretch or chair yoga or something like that. They got it for you just being in chair, and it works wonders. I do it a lot and I have a little stepper behind me. Nobody can see it, but I have a little stepper behind me. I've been showing everybody the stepper. I don't even feel like showing nobody. Y'all want to see the stepper? I've been showing everybody the stepper. Some of y'all already know what it look like. But I have the stepper behind me, so when I'm sitting all day, I can get up in between and just step a little bit and then sit down. So you want to move your body. Uncomfortable equals growth. Get up and move your body. Theodore Linda said, come on, preach that. We are privileged not to have to move. Yes. Yes. Facts. All right, y'all. Number 8, express yourself. To reinvent yourself, you have to express yourself. This is creativity, y'all. Are you being a creative being? Remember, the one who created us is the ultimate creator. He created everything and he created you. Therefore, you have his DNA inside of you. You have his creative DNA inside of you. You have God's creativity inside of you. So unleash it. Express yourself. That's how you reinvent yourself. I'm going to tell you a clear example of how I reinvented myself through creativity. So, I got to a point where I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy, even though I was blessed. I had a great job. But I wasn't happy. I couldn't pinpoint what it was. But then I noticed that I needed to do DIYs. I was like doing these DIYs, and I noticed that when I did not do the DIYs, I was unhappy. When I did not do the DIYs, I was unhappy. I said, wait a minute. Then I had to think. And this is how y'all need to do to reinvent yourself. You got to think about yourself. You got to say, wait a minute. Why am I unhappy? And oh my gosh, I didn't go on YouTube. I remember when I used to skip YouTube, I used to be unhappy too. I was like, okay, when I skip YouTube, I'm unhappy. When I'm not able to do a DIY around the house, I'm unhappy. Okay, hold on. What does that mean? That means that I need creativity to be happy. Okay. That means I need creativity to be happy. And when I don't do it, I am unhappy. So I made a decision to reinvent myself. Come on, y'all. Y'all better talk to me. I made a decision to reinvent myself. I said, you know what? I am never going to have a time where I'm going to put work or family or anything else over my creativity, because my creativity brings me happiness. So every week, what do? I get on YouTube, or I'm working in my planners, or I'm doing a DIY, or I'm decorating my house. I am always going to do something creative. I call it project therapy. I do project therapy. I will paint a hutch. I will spray paint something pink. This is Lakisha. This is what I need to do to make myself happy. It's expression. It's how I express myself. And I'm not giving that up for nobody, baby. I'm not giving that up. People say, Lakeisha, how are you happy all the time? First of all, I'm not happy all the time, but I'm happy most of the time because I put in the work for myself. And when I put in the work for myself, I show up beautifully for everybody else. When I am able to express myself in a way that makes me happy, I make everybody else happy, baby. I do it for other people. So, and I honor people so much. I love people so much that I don't want to give them the worst version of me. I want to give people the best version of me. You don't deserve the worst version of me. You deserve the best version of me. Okay? So I want to give you the best version of me. Giving you the best of me. Amazing. Outrageous. Yeah, y'all know that song? Oh, I gotta listen to that today. Okay. What number am I on? 8. Okay. Thank y'all for putting it in the chat. Number 9. Take it slow. I talked about this a little bit before. Take it slow. Nobody's telling you to go and just do all these things at one time. Remember, y'all, what did I say? The slow and steady wins the race. That's what this is about. Number 9 is take it slow. Do one thing at a time. Plan it out. What are you going to do first? What are you going to do second? What are you going to do third? But you got to plan. Take it slow does not mean just sit around and looking crazy. Y'all, if y'all don't get that pen and paper out and make a plan, and then follow your plan step by step. Every little step I take, you will be there. Okay? Take it step by step. Take it slow. Don't go out and say, I'm gonna go shopping. No. Let's just sit down and get a piece of paper out and think. Because I said that in my last video. I'm like, people don't like to write and think. I want you to sit down and write and think. Write and think. Writing and thinking is rare. People don't like to do it. After K-12, after I graduated from 12th grade, most people don't like to write and think after they graduate from 12th grade. But it can be fun because if you're writing and thinking about yourself, it can be very fun. Now, I understand if you don't want to write and think for somebody else, but please, for God, write and think for yourself. Okay? And take it slow and plan it out and do step by step. That's how you reinvent yourself. Number 10, create a vision and a plan for your life. My last video was 10 life planning secrets. Y'all, if y'all have not watched that video, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna plug you in on that video. Watch the last like 10, 15 minutes of that video. I show you how to life plan and create a vision for your life. In the last video I uploaded, it's called 10 life planning secrets. I did that last time, okay? So you want to create a vision and a plan for your life and then execute on that. Do you have a vision board? Hands up if you got a vision board. Just put your hand up. Put your hands up in the club. If you don't have a vision board, you need to get a vision board. Do a vision board, y'all. Y'all plan your life out, okay? Because I heard TD Jakes say today, he was on TV today. TD Jakes was like, you know what? God gives you the desires of your heart, but you got to show some work. You got to show some work. You got to show some vision. And usually the vision you have for your life is connected to the vision that God has for you. Usually the vision that you have for your life is connected to the vision that God has for you. So go ahead and create that vision for your life. Watch that video, create your life plan, and that's how you can reinvent yourself. Done. All right. And then the last thing I want to say is 11. This is the last one. And then I'm going to tell you what this man said on the TED Talk, and then we're going to go. Okay. Number 11 is overcome fear and find role models. Number 11 is overcome fear and find role models. Overcome fear and find role models. Why do I keep saying this? It's the number one barrier to reinventing yourself. You can't reinvent yourself if you're scared. And you need a guidepost. You need a guide, somebody that's a guide for you that help. You need a role model. You don't need to know your role model. I actually talk about that in my book, Try Success It Won't Bite. I have a chapter in this book about mentors. And it really talks about how you can find a role model anywhere. You don't have to know the role model. It can be somebody famous, it can be somebody on YouTube, somebody on Facebook. You do not have to know the role model to have a role model. Find a role model and see how they did it. Let them inspire you, and they will help you overcome your fear. So overcome your fear and try to do more action than thought. Sometimes fear shows up when we think too much. Try not to think too much. Try to just do it. Okay, I want to do this. Let's go. And just start doing it. Don't think about it. Because when we ruminate on it, just ruminating, I got to do all that time you spend ruminating, you can just start doing it. I think sometimes experience is the best teacher, even though mentorship is really the best teacher, but sometimes experience is the best teacher. Just go out there and do it. Show some action. God wants us to act. We were made to move. We were made to think. We were made to envision, and we are made to act. And you can't act if you're scared. You can't act if you're scared. It's like it just stops you in your track. Fear stops you in your tracks. It's false evidence appearing real. It's not even real. Fear is not even real. It's what we construct in our bodies. It's what we construct in our mind. You know, fear is a construct. So imagine fear being a construction zone in your body and in your mind. And fear is being built by you. Nobody else is building your fear but you, because it's all internal. So you have been building your fear brick by brick over the years to the point where you don't want to do nothing. I want y'all to take a bulldozer and bulldoze that fear out of yourself. Take a bulldozer and bulldoze that fear out of yourself. Knock it down. Boom. Kick it out. Boom. Boom. Bulldoze. Knock those bricks down. And then open yourself up to action, to creativity, to learning, and doing something. Because we built up a solid wall of fear that causes us not to reinvent ourselves, causes us to be scared, causes us to just be stopped dead in our tracks. So you want to break that down and then read about somebody who's already done it, a role model. Okay. All right. So that is number 11. Those are the ways you can reinvent yourself. I hope that was helpful for you. So I want to quickly just end. I want to end this with this TED Talk done by this man named Wesley Wu. Wesley Wu he did a TED Talk on reinventing yourself and changing patterns. So Wesley Wu said there's 5 patterns that he sees that need to be changed in order to reinvent yourself. And as a life coach, I do talk about all these, but I like the way he presented it. So I want to present it to you the way he did. All right, here are the 5 patterns that we all have that we need to change to reinvent ourselves, according to this man named Wesley Wu. So Theodore, Linda, and Marva, thank you so much for putting everything in there. You don't have to put this in there if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. But he did talk about 5 patterns. Okay, so Wesley Wu says what he see in people are 5 patterns. The first one is the poverty pattern. The poverty pattern. And he said the poverty pattern is when you say, I am so poor, I don't have enough money. He said he hear people saying all the time, I don't have enough money. I want to reinvent myself, but I don't have enough money. So he's saying it's not about resources. Changing your life is not about resources. Y'all, this is powerful because in America, what are we told? We told that money, cream, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, dollar, dollar bill, y'all. That's what we're taught. But in reality, you don't need these resources. You need resourcefulness. So he said, change your pattern from saying, I don't have enough resources to I have everything I need to be resourceful. What does resourceful mean? That means if I don't have the money, I'm thinking about alternative ways. What are some alternative ways you can get things done? Like I said, you can redo your house without going to buy anything because you can be resourceful and pull from other parts of your house to make a space new. You can be resourceful. Okay. So think about when you reinvent yourself, how can you be resourceful? Maybe you can't get a new piece of furniture, but you can paint the old furniture. You know what I mean? Maybe you can't get a new pillow, but I can sew an old shirt that looks nice on the pillow. I can sew it onto the pillow. Y'all, sometimes I remember I do this for Christmas when I take my husband's old ugly Christmas sweater and I don't cut it up or anything. I just put it on the pillow. I tie the little arms behind it. And now I got a new pillowcase and it's my husband's old ugly Christmas sweater on the pillow. Okay, that's resourcefulness. I had to buy anything. I already had all the materials already. So you do not have to have all the resources. You just need to be resourceful. Second pattern. He said the second pattern he's seeing people is the busyness pattern. The busyness pattern. What do people say who have the busyness pattern? Oh, I don't have time. I ain't got time to do that. I don't have time to do that. He said, but yeah, he said busyness does not equal progress. Stop always telling me you ain't got time to do something. Because guess what? He said instead of saying you ain't got time, he said commit. Ooh, I love that. He said instead of saying I ain't got time to do that, I ain't got time to do that, he said make a decision to commit. Because the reality is you got time to do what you want to do. You make time to do what you want to do. Everybody makes time to do what they really want to do. Everybody makes time to do what they want to do. Oprah makes time to do what she wants to do. Beyonce makes time to do what she wants to do. And you make time to do what you want to do. And I always tell you, when people say I don't have time, that means they don't value it. And he's saying the same thing. If you're saying you don't have time, you really are not committed to it. So he said, instead of being busy, commit. Commit to something. Trade the busyness for commitment. Okay. The third pattern he said that he hear people saying is the blame pattern. The blame pattern. We blame everybody else. We blame the president. We blame the neighbors. We blame our bosses. We blame our family members. We just blame it's their fault. It's because of them. I'm like, because of them, they the reason why I'm like I am right now. So he said, instead of blaming other people for your situation, how about you go out and you change somebody else's situation? So he said, what instead of blaming, be a leader in your community. Woo! I said, this man is talking right. He said, instead of blaming others, become a leader in your community. I was talking to one of my life coaches, a person that I life coach, and I was so happy to hear her say that part of her plan to reinvent herself is to volunteer. Woo! She wants to volunteer at a um, assistant living. Well, our silver people, and I just thought that was so amazing because I don't hear people saying that often. I don't hear people saying that part of my life goal is to help others for free. I was also, how many people saw Erica Badu on Erica Badu was on Sherry, the Sherry show. Who watched? I like little Sherry. Little Sherry's so nice. But Erica Badu was on the Sherry talk show, and Erica Badu is a doula. Did y'all know she's a doula? She helps people have babies. She's a certified doula. She said between her singing and touring, she was getting certified and becoming a doula. Erica Badu reinvented herself, y'all. Come on. She became a doula. And she's not only a birth doula, Erica Badu is a death doula. I said, what is a death doula? I looked it up. A death doula is someone who helps the family and the person usher into death. Woo! She said, so she helps people come into this life and she ushers people out. And then at the end of the talk, she said something that wowed me. And she said, I don't charge. Oh my God. Say what? Erica Badu went to school to become a doula. And she's also a death doula. And she does not charge. That's the ultimate form of community leadership. What? So instead of blaming other people for what's going on, how about you do something about what's going on and become a leader in your community? And I ain't telling you to do something that I don't do. All y'all know, I have a nonprofit where I help families myself the way I want to do it, that way I feel satisfied, like the way I feel like I contribute to the world. What are you doing to contribute to the world? Woo! Yeah, that's part of reinvention, y'all. This man was powerful. That's why I'm sharing this. All right. The fourth pattern, and it's only 5. The fourth pattern, the man said, is procrastination pattern. The procrastination pattern. That's the fourth pattern he see people doing. And we all know about the big P. We talk about the big P a lot on this channel. We procrastinate. And he said, sometimes you hide and say, oh, I'm preparing. I'm preparing. Y'all, if you prepare too much, it's procrastination. So the procrastination pattern is the next one. And he said, stop always trying to get ready and just do it. He said, trade procrastination for action. That's what we were talking about. Trade procrastination for action. Be an action-oriented person. Go just do. In your head, say 1, 2, 3, go. And just do it. Hi, Yolanda. Good morning, Lakisha, ladies praying. Oh, thank you. Good to see you. Blessings to you. Yes, Theodore Linda is a great supporter of the Christmas experience. Yes. So, and then the last one is the 5th pattern. The delusion pattern. Delusion. I think it's spelled Delusion. Delusion pattern. Most of us say this, I'm working on it. I was cracking up at this one. He said most of us say, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's a delusion. He said he met somebody who said they wanted to lose 30 pounds, right? And he asked him, hi, Tori, good morning. And he asked him, he said, how long you been working on losing 30 pounds? The lady said 20 years. She said 20 years. He said, you've been working 20 years or losing 30 pounds? He said, it's a delusion. It's a delusion. Y'all. Ain't nobody working that long on losing 20, 30 pounds, 20 years. It's a delusion. So don't say you're working on something. Oh, I'm just, and he said it's a way of getting out of a tough conversation. And as a life coach, I hear people say that all the time. When I really start talking to people and they feel uncomfortable, they try to say, I'm working on it. And I'm like, oh, really? How? Because I'm working on it is a delusion sometimes. You're not really working on it. You just saying it so you can get out the conversation. So instead of being delusional, instead of saying I'm working on it, he said he wants you to fill up your emotional credit card. He said, don't feel bad and then go buy stuff. He said, fill up your emotional credit card and trade in the delusion for immediate honesty. He said, instead of saying, I'm working on it, just be immediately honest. Say, you know what? I ain't working on that crap. Just be honest. So trade delusion for honesty. Just be honest. I ain't been working on, I've been trying, I've been wanting to lose 30 pounds for 20 years and I ain't been doing I still eat my chips and my ice cream every night. Be real. Be honest. That's how you fix the delusion pattern. And then you can, once you're real and you're honest, then you can really work on it and you can measure it and you can track the progress. I always tell people to get a tracker. A tracker has changed my life. This is the tracker that I use on myself. It's from Plum Paper. I got it at Go Wild for free and I absolutely love it. And I track my mood. This is a tracker. This is a habit. So in this particular one, let me show you a blank one. So in this particular tracker, this is all the fish are habit trackers and all the lily pads are mood trackers. And then you can set up the key for your mood down here. And then you color it in. Y'all, this tracker has changed my life because now I can track all of these leaves are my mood for January. And this is my mood key. So my mood went down a couple times. Like purple is good. This is purple. That's good. I had to change markers, but all the purple, I made purple good. Seeing my thing, purple's good. But a couple times I went down out of purple, like right here. Orange was bad. Like orange is orange? Orange is on edge right there, right? So I noticed 2 times I went down. I was only and then yellow is bad. So orange, I was on edge because they had to do with my paper. Because I've been in school a long time, it's driving me nuts. So something happened with my paper. I was on edge. But then when you see these right here, the yellow, y'all, I actually wrote why I was feeling bad. I was physically sick. I had gotten really sick in January. I was physically sick here. So I actually wrote down why my mood was down. So I felt bad only because I was physically sick and I wasn't feeling well. And I was on edge around my paper. And then I had some pink. Pink is okay. So what I noticed too is that when I was on edge, it took me a couple days to get back to good. I was on edge and I felt okay these days, but then I was back to good here. So it took me 2 days after feeling on edge to feel back to purple. Y'all, that was a game changer. So now I know when I'm feeling low, it takes me a couple days to get back on track. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to do some intervention when I'm feeling low to make myself snap back faster because I don't have time to feel down for 2 days. My life, I feel like I got my limbs, I got my brain. My life is too important to myself and other people to be feeling bad for 2 days straight. So I would never know that if I did not track it. That's what he's talking about. Come out of the delusion of what's happening and let's get into what's really happening. What is really happening? Track that joint. That's what I'm saying. Yolanda said, yes, I have a mood tracker sheet. Sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't have one for each month. Need to get back on track and practice a better habit. Yeah, it's a very good habit to track your mood and track your habits. All right, y'all, I'm done. I'm done. Make sure you sign up for the food and mood meal planning workshop. It's $10. It's next Thursday, the 23rd at 7 p.m. And we're going to talk about food and mood. We're going to have fun. It's going to, I like that when I do workshops, I like them to be interactive and I like them to be fun. I'm going to give you a free resource. So everybody who signed up, I'm going to send you something right before the course. I'm going to send you a free package. And we're going to go over the package. We're going to talk about food and mood. We're going to talk about meal planning. I'm going to cook something in front of you. And we're just going to have a really, really good time. And I want to share the recipe of the thing that I cook so you can try it out yourself. It's going to be a blast, y'all. So make sure you join me. I would love to see you there. And you'll see me on Zoom. It's on Zoom. It's totally virtual, y'all. So you can join me from anywhere. Have your friends join because I also do these workshops so new people can know who I am and I can expand my reach because I feel like the content I have is great for people who need change in their lives. So if you know somebody who needs change in their lives, inviting them to a meal planning workshop is harmless. Invite them and pay for them. It's only $10. Like treat them, okay? Pay for them, treat them. And I will see you next Thursday at the meal planning thing. Also, on my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan, I'm coming on tomorrow. If you are a planner and you're going to the Go Wild conference like me, we need to plan, y'all. It's getting late. We need to plan it out. So what I did was last night I worked in my Go Wild planner, and tomorrow I'm going to show you. I set it up last night, but tomorrow on my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan, I'm going to show you how I'm like planning. Yeah, it's close. So it's not going to be that deep planning that I do. Sometimes I plan like weeks in advance, but it's too close for me to do deep planning. But I'm just going to show you how I'm planning for Go Wild. It is in DC. That's why I have the capital here, my hometown. So I'm happy about that. So join me tomorrow. I'm going to be coming on probably about 2. I think it's about 2 p.m., 3 p.m. It might be 3 p.m. live. I'm coming on live. Thank you. So join me on Lakisha Loves to Plan. If you are not a subscriber, get on over there and tell your planning friends, and I'm going to talk about Go Wild. And the last thing is Success My Way Academy is ending. We just finished another beautiful 6 weeks course, and I met some amazing women in the course, but it's ending. So if you want to join Success My Way Academy, which is my 6-week mastermind course, you can sign up right now in the description. We're starting again April 8th. And so even if you already been part of Success My Way and you want to take it again, I've had about 5 people retake Success My Way. First of all, I've changed it. Third, they felt like they just need a refresher on the content. And most of them said they absorb the content differently the second time they take Success My Way Academy. So if you want to take it again, let us sister know. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I missed y'all last week, but I'm back. I will see y'all next weekend. I'm trying to do ours. So today I did reinventing yourself. Next week, when we come on here, I'm going to talk about, I have my notes here, how to romanticize your life. We're doing auras, okay? So today I talked about reinventing yourself. Not tomorrow. Next Saturday, I'm going to talk about how to romanticize your life. And this has nothing to do with a significant other. It's all about you. So how can you by yourself romanticize your life? We're going to talk about that next time. Until next time, everybody be blessed. And you know what I'm about to say. It's Self-Love Saturday. What are you doing today? To love on yourself. Forget about everybody else today. Today is Self-Love Saturday, baby. It's my Saturday. What am I doing for myself today? What are you doing? I hope you are enjoying yourself, reinventing yourself today. I hope you're doing something special. Everybody else has to wait. Today is your day. You gave everybody 6 days. Saturday is your day. What are you going to do today? I hope it's something fun. I know today I just want to spend time with my hubby and I got to work on my paper. But that's all I'm doing today. So I hope you have a great one. And we will talk next week. God bless y'all. See you soon. Bye, friends.